Hey guys, if you don't already know me, my name's Jack, and today we're going to talk about why if you're in pain, you don't have to worry. Really, I wanted to make this video for previous me and for you, if you're watching this and you're struggling with pain at some level, physical, mental, whatever layer of your being it's at. Because pain isn't just located in a particular part of the body, it is a process which happens within our whole nervous system. The point is, it gets better. You're not like a temple, you're like a forest. You regenerate. Your body is seasonal. It goes through periods of like winters, springs and summers. And we'll get into the more scientific view on this, but the point is you will bounce back. And you can. There's science to prove it, but there are also many, many traditions throughout the world which come at medicine from many different angles. All of them have wisdom to offer you in your pain journey. So today I just want to share a few of the things that I've learned, and hopefully it can help you understand your body, understand why you're in pain, and therefore how to get out of it. So the first thing is, I'm just going to run you through a quick list of injuries, because I want you to know that I'm not just saying this, right? I've gone through quite a lot in my body. I've had like 4 broken toes, torn ligaments in my left foot, had surgery on my left ankle for a stress fracture in my heel bone. I've got pins in there. I've got like meniscus tear in my right knee. I've had labral tears in both hips as well as osteoarthritis. I've had surgery on the left one, not on the right one. I've had herniated lumbar discs, so L5-S1 and L3-L4, plus spinal stenosis and a foraminal narrowing, which is a narrowing of basically the tube the spinal cord goes down because of inflammation of the lower back. I've had 2 hernias, one in my left groin and one my umbilicus or belly button. I've had labral tear in my right shoulder, AC separation in my left shoulder, impingement and rotator cuff tendinopathy in my right shoulder, golfer's elbow on the inside of medial epicondylitis is the name of it, on the inside of this left elbow from doing like a lot of handstands, and then some kind of thing going on with my right wrist. Broken hand, surgery on that, broken fingers. Guys, it's all good. At the end of the day, it sucked. I went through a lot of it. I had to take time off. I had to try and rehab. My back was an absolute pain in the ass. But I actually feel so good right now, today. I feel younger and more able than I felt in a long time. There was at one point I would have been probably 22 or 23, and I felt like I was in an 80-year-old's body. I was depressed, miserable, inflamed, anxious, just in pain, all of it. But you heal. Your body isn't like a temple. I don't know where I heard this quote. It's more like a forest in that it regenerates and it's seasonal. And we all go through periods of struggling, feeling like we're just caked in heaviness and our body's just not happy with anything we do. And then periods of shedding and regeneration and rest. And all you need to know is that it's part of a natural process of learning, growing. It's part of training. If you use your body and your physical, you're gonna get injured, but it's still safer than doing nothing, right? So don't despair. Don't despair. The issue that a lot of people have, and I'm not going to rip into Western medicine here. I'm not going to rip into it. I'm just going to say there are a couple of issues, is that some people are quick to want scans. Like you might think you need a scan for something because you want to know what's going on. That's one issue, and it's partly your issue. But then the issue with that is that scans don't tell the whole picture, even for a qualified clinician. So someone looking at those scans can't tell you exactly what it means, despite the fact some of them will try to tell you exactly what it means, e.g. you have arthritis in both hips, so that means this. what you have to understand is there's such a variety in the different cases. So you can have someone with a bunch of physical degeneration and no pain, or you can have someone with like very little degeneration and pain which far exceeds what you think they should have. So simply having bulged discs, like so many people have bulged discs and don't even know. So many people have arthritis and don't even know. And then there are people who have like incredible pain and you scan them and you can't really find anything wrong. This gets even deeper, right? So equally, movement can be like therapeutic and can help rehabilitate some things, like by changing your technique or identifying a movement inefficiency. But sometimes it's bigger than even that. Sometimes you can correct the inefficiency and you can look as if you're moving really well, but there's still serious pain. And often that is because you've sensitized your body to a particular thing. Like you may have injured yourself a long time ago doing a particular movement and you might have just exceeded your recovery capacity. And then when you revisit that movement, your tolerance to it has lessened because you went too far the first time. You can't tolerate it, you're more sensitive to it. And then you try and do it again because you think you should, because someone said if you just did it the right way, you wouldn't be hurting. So you do try it again and your tolerance drops even more. And eventually you're like, I can't deadlift, hurts my back. Well, it was just a load management issue to begin with. Or you might have just been too inflamed and stressed from something else, and that's why your back flared up. So like, there are so many factors. I don't say this to confuse you, because God, I know it can be confusing. But you need to know that there are so many factors, because that enables you to put a little bit less weight on each of them and just start to look at the bigger picture of like, am I listening to my body? Am I doing the basics? Am I sleeping right? Am I eating well? Am I moving regularly? Am I moving in ways that feel good? Rather than getting stuck in these ideas of like, oh, this hurts because of this. We don't know that. Pain is something that so few people understand, and even qualified like physios, osteos, doctors, we don't fucking understand it. It's a complicated thing. The things that we thought worked often don't work for the reasons we thought they worked for. They work for other reasons. And this is now where I come into things like Ayurveda or Chinese medicine. These other healing modalities that look at the body and say, right, what's the bigger picture doing? What's the theme in your life? What are the behaviors that you keep repeating despite the fact they're not good for you? What's your personality type? What season is your body in? What do you need from your movement practice or your training or your nutrition or your relationships? Because these are the things that affect the nervous system, and the nervous system is what controls your response to pain. Pain is just a threat detection system. Doesn't mean there's damage, means there may be damage. So the mind and the body are inextricably linked. You can't take one away from the other. You can't look at them in isolation. When someone says, hey, it's just in your head, they're partly right and partly wrong. It's not just in your head. The fact that you have an idea in your head is very important because it becomes ingrained in the body over time. If you want resources on this, read Biology of Belief by Bruce Lipton. You can look into Joe Dispenza's work as well. You can look into Somatics by Thomas Hanna. These are all fantastic resources for anyone looking to understand pain and understand how biology follows perspective and perception. So if you have any questions on this stuff, I just thought I'd put this out there and see what kind of response I get. And if I have any specific questions from you guys, then I'll address those things in more detail, or I can try and make it clearer, shorter video. But yeah, just reach out, drop a comment below. You can also email me at hello@attuned.space. Okay, that's another option for you. And yeah, if you like this kind of content, let me know as well. I'll keep it coming because this is what I do. I help people get insanely strong and supple without the pain and the tension, because that's been my journey over the last 7 years of coaching. And it's a really rewarding way to live. I don't think you deserve to be in pain. I think that you can get out of pain more quickly than you think. And I really want to help you do it however I can. So have a lovely day, guys. I'll chat to you soon.